All right, Doug, as you know, May 2nd, fight we're all going to be seeing. We're all tuning in on HBO and on Short Time.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Break down that fight.
You know, I think it's a really good style matchup. You know, there were a couple of years where it seemed like Pacquiao wasn't himself anymore and wasn't really in Mayweather's class. And I was one of those people saying, you know, after the knockout to Juan Manuel Marquez in December 2012, I was saying, this guy needs to retire. It's just the best thing for him. When a guy at that stage of his career gets knocked out cold, you can't bounce back. Guys just don't bounce back from that. But he proved me wrong. He proved a lot of pundits wrong and a lot of fans wrong, a lot of the boxing industry wrong. Took his time. He took a year off and then came back against Brandon Rios. And he looked really good. I mean, a tough young guy who, if you were suffering ill effects from a cold knockout, or if you were having doubts about your career or your confidence, or if you were just a shot fighter, he's the kind of guy to just beat whatever's left of you out of you and just push you off that cliff. And that didn't happen. He totally outclassed Rios. And I was still critical. I thought, man, he doesn't look like the Manny Pacquiao we all know. He wasn't that frenetic boxer-puncher, that guy who goes out there and puts a beat down on the dude. He was just a guy who used his experience and his skills and his ring IQ to outclass the dude. But looking back at that fight, he really boxed beautifully. Still, I question whether or not he could ever be an elite fighter. And then he fought Timothy Bradley in the rematch last year. And Timothy Bradley going into that fight undefeated, coming off one of the best performances of his career against Juan Manuel Marquez. And Manny handled his business. He won without controversy. He won handily. And he beat a guy that everybody had ranked like number 3 pound for pound behind Mayweather and Andre Ward. So, I mean, he's proven. He's still an elite fighter. He's still on top of his game. He's not the frenetic offensive force that he was, but he still presents a very difficult style for Floyd Mayweather because of his footwork, because of his hand speed, because of his southpaw style, because of his jab, because of Freddie Roach in his corner. You know, Freddie Roach is in the Hall of Fame for a real reason. And I think because of all of these factors, I really see it sort of as a toss-up fight. Slight edge to Mayweather. I mean, he's undefeated. And, you know, Pacquiao still is just 3 fights removed from a crushing defeat. But, you know, we all have to remember, before Juan Manuel Marquez caught Pacquiao with that one-hitter quitter at the end of the 6th round, it literally looked like Marquez's face was falling apart. And I got to ask, I know that Mayweather is a better talent, better athlete than Juan Manuel Marquez. He's bigger, he's taller, he's longer, he's stronger, he's faster, all that good crap. Is he tougher? Does he have more heart than Marquez? Is he willing to go through the heat that Marquez went through to land that money punch? I don't know about that, but I'm looking forward to watching it. And I'm probably going to be watching that on TV. I don't think I'm going to go to Vegas and deal with the cluster F that will be.
All right, Doug, thank you very much.
Anytime.